Bruno Solari, founder of Soulcoms, talks to host Doug Simon on PR's Top Pros Talk.
Bruno, if a company's a startup, what's their most important consideration when looking at their PR efforts?
I think it's figuring out what your actual goals are. A lot of startups come to us because they're looking to raise funding, whether it's their seed round or their Series A round. So if your goal is to attract venture capitalists, you're going to have to position the company bigger than what it is. And we're really good at helping all types of sectors understand how to do that, right? The bulk of our clients are in the healthcare space, digital health, health tech, all of that. So it's touting their successes. If you have health system partnerships, what are the case studies and what are the proof points that your product and your solution is actually positively impacting health systems? If you are a consumer brand who's trying to attract fundraise and venture capital, where's your market adoption? The first thing people are going to look for is press, right? On the flip side, if your goal is to attract more customers, which is, largely the case too, it's how do you sell your value proposition? How do you make people understand that what you're selling is actually going to improve someone's life? So we do that through key messaging. We do that through product reviews and I tried it stories on the consumer side. On the healthcare side, it's, proof of concept through case studies and all of that. But, it's the first thing that I do when I sit down with a prospective client. It's just understanding what are your actual goals that you want to get out of PR. And then on our end, we reverse engineer the strategy. Because I think a lot of agencies just spray and pray and throw things at the wall and see what sticks. And that upsets clients. And we want everything that we do to, at the end of the day, affect their bottom line, whatever their bottom line is.
Yeah, and I think that's good advice even for scale ups, where a company has been in existence, but now they're looking to make a push to grow. It seems like you'd want to adopt a similar approach.
When it comes to scale ups, it's when thought leadership comes into play on a larger scale, right? A scale up company has already established themselves. Investors know them, media knows them, they have product market fit, they've already established themselves. So it's how do you, put some firepower into that thought leadership. What we do with our scale ups is we put them on the speaking circuit, right? We start to get them slots on Fortune, Brainstorm Health, Wall Street Journal, Fast Company, all of these other major conferences. All of the big editorial publications have their own live events. So it's really starting to get these thought leaders on the speaker circuit, starting to blow them up. And starting to build more of a voice and thought leadership. It's also commenting on larger companies in the space, right? Newsjacking what's happening, whether it's quarterly earnings, and what that means for the market in total. That's kind of how we approach scale ups.
Speaking of scale ups, congratulations to you on being named one of PR Week's up and coming firms. Is it sometimes difficult to apply the same ideas that you do for clients to your own business?
First off, thank you for that. And two, I think that we are able to grow. We've been able to grow as a business because we understand how to grow other companies. I've been helping other companies grow for over a decade now. So when it came to starting my own firm a year ago, I know how to do marketing. I know how to do PR. I do it for a living. And I think a lot of agencies, don't do that for themselves as well. And I think that's one of the reasons we've really exploded. I've taken to LinkedIn to, tout our successes, tout our client successes. And that's been such a fire to the flame for this agency. We don't really do any outbound. We rarely participate in RFPs. The clients that we've signed have been through, thought leadership work that we've done as an agency and referrals from our clients.
Great. Well, hopefully this thought leadership piece will contribute to more. I mean, you've really given a solid PR tutorial. Though one of the things that's obviously happening is media strategies are changing over time. How are you adjusting? And is it a similar plan for most clients, or does it vary depending on the client's needs?
I think the biggest shift that we've seen is for consumer brands. When I started PR a decade ago in consumer tech, working with all kinds of, consumer tech product speakers, Internet of Things solutions, it was really easy to get press, right? Tech was so happening at the time. Every single publication had a tech column. Over the past few years, there's been a major shift. One, editorial is struggling, publications are struggling, and the thing that is keeping the lights on, in my opinion, is affiliate. This was introduced a few years ago
Yeah.
where publishers launched affiliate divisions, and now if a publication is to consider including a product, that product and brand is going to have to be on an affiliate platform. And not only that, it's going to have to be onboarded into the publisher's affiliate network.
Right.
So what's changed here is that in addition to pitching editors, the way that we've always done, we've had to broker relationships with the affiliate managers so we can help get our clients onboarded to the back end and starting to, negotiate coverage by increasing affiliate commissions, by offering unique discounts for their readers. Now, more editors are doing, it's five editors reviewing a product and all of them giving their take versus one editor reviewing a product. So it's a whole new world. And for that reason, we launched an affiliate division a few months ago. We hired a senior director of affiliate, and she's been instrumental in starting to sell that to our existing clients, starting to sell that to new clients, and really onboarding everyone to that service.
Yeah, it's interesting, even on broadcast news media, which is, where we play with satellite media tours, there's been an increase with brand integration shows created to get exposure, but they're not necessarily executing on the affiliate side. So it'll be interesting to see if that happens. And obviously, the hours of TV news are growing in both English and Spanish, because once you've got a team in place, it's inexpensive to produce more content. So those are trends as well. Is it important for PR people to be able to pivot, to be both proactive and reactive? And can you do both at the same time? It seems like you have to.
Yes, 100%. I mean, that is literally how we approach PR. Obviously, we do our proactive storytelling every day. We're always pushing our clients through their launches, through news moments. Creating news when there is no news is one of our values. But more times than not, the way that you're going to insert a client into today's narrative is by being reactive. We operate as a newsroom here at Solcoms. We are the first in reporters' inboxes, giving a POV, giving quotes, giving commentary, so we could enter that. For example, just last week and 2 weeks ago, Walmart shut down their primary care division. Optum Health shut down their primary care division as well. So we have a lot of clients in the primary care digital health space. So we were able to insert their narratives and stories on, why telehealth is still a major player, why major players like retail institutions and insurance companies maybe aren't the best fit to provide consumers with this level of care.
Interesting. Any final thoughts to leave the viewers with?
For those who might be interested in starting a PR agency, starting is the hardest part. But it's also the easiest thing and the most rewarding thing. It's really not that difficult to get an agency off the ground. All it takes is hustle and grit and, finding that one client that believes in you and building that team. So if you're even considering it, do it. Entrepreneurship is the most rewarding experience ever.
I'm not sure if the great philosopher Tom Petty would fully agree with that, because he said the waiting might be the hardest part. So hopefully people who are considering entrepreneurship will jump in as you're advising them to do. Thanks so much for your great information.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's been great.